What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 24, also known as the Walking Dead series finale, the last Walking Dead episode, and these promo photos for the episode. Spoiler warning, major spoiler warning for the final episode of The Walking Dead. If you don't want to know this information, you don't know what we're talking about, or you're just worried about spoilers, please stop watching now. Now let's get into some promo photos. So we see Magna, Yumiko, and I'm not sure who's next to Yumiko, but we see a truck, and I'm guessing that they use this truck, kind of looks like Abraham's truck, right? But we're going to see some barrels with dynamite on the barrels with the truck behind Yumiko. Yumiko is holding on to a rope or a wire. I don't know if they're releasing the barrels or what, but I would assume that they're the same barrels that we saw in the trailer right here. They look very similar to it. So I'm guessing these Commonwealth troopers are the ones helping our group. And it could be a nice callback to when Daryl blew up the lake inside Alexandria to make the fireball, to make the walkers go into the fire to protect the people of the Commonwealth. And I think we're going to have a lot of callbacks, connections, and Easter eggs. You know, I love them on this channel, and I think there's only one episode left, so they got to have as many callbacks and connections as they can. And I think we're going to see many of them. We see the Commonwealth troopers pointing their guns at somebody. I think these could be the group that joins our group, Maggie, Daryl, Carol, all that, and then when Mercer is freed to, you know, go against Pamela Milton. So Daryl has a nice black eye there, too, so I guess he gets into a fight with some Commonwealth troopers or, you know, someone talking back, you know, but Daryl is going to be okay. We see Carol right there too. So we see the group with Carol and Magna, the Commonwealth troopers, but also I'm guessing those are April's parents. We saw them earlier this part and they look to be very much alive. We see Maggie with her sniper rifle, which is awesome. I'm guessing she could take the shot on Pamela Milton and she doesn't take it. And is this a connection, callback, Easter egg to Sasha's rifle? I know it's different, probably rifle, but it looks pretty awesome. But Pamela Milton is going to be overthrown, right? She's terrible. She released the walkers towards the Commonwealth. People know that. She's going to go, bye-bye, but does she live or does she die? I just think it's obvious that, I mean, you never know. They could throw a wrench into something and mix it up, but I think Maggie could take the shot. Either someone gets in the way or she doesn't take the shot to kill Pamela Milton because that's not what the good guys do. We see that the group is going to be fighting the walkers again. Remember that Luke has joined our group here fighting the walkers in the streets. And I just see a precarious situation with Luke in these photos. We'll see it in a couple seconds. But we see Connie shooting a walker really close that's eating someone. This walker looks to be eating a person on the ground. Is it Luke? Is it Jules? I'm guessing it's one of the two, but we see that Connie, you see the facial expression here from the trailer that she's probably looking at someone she knows getting bit, getting devoured on. Here's a good shot of Diane and the chaos around them. So the battle, the chaos in the streets, I'm hoping the final episode is epic, awesome, and action-packed. I think it will. But let's look at this photo right here. We see Maggie, we see Princess, we see Carol, we see Father Gabriel, and we see Connie. But on the ground behind Princess, that looks to be Luke. Is he knocked out? Is he dead? Is he wounded? It's hard to tell. Is that a knife behind his head or a blood trail? It's got to be Luke, right? Because if you look from the trailer for this episode, same outfit, same look. And the word is that Luke and Jules are killed this episode, which would fit my red object theory or red theory. You see the red in Jules's arrow feathers, and it's obvious right there. So it would fit and connect my theory. We'll have to see if it rings true or not. And also what happens to Jerry. You know, he went out of the RV, but will he survive? We'll have to see. Hope so. I do like Jerry. Then we see a walker munching on an arm. We're going to see, there's also a sneak peek clip of Rosita finding baby Coco, rescuing baby Coco, and there's a walker, a variant walker that grabs her. It's a quick scene, but it's very action-packed and it's pretty cool. In this photo here, you see Father Gabriel and Eugene. Eugene's got blood on his hand. I jokingly called him John Thick in the suit, looking like John Wick. If you have not seen John Wick with Keanu Reeves, definitely check it out, those 3 movies. But we see that they are inside of a building or outside in a safe area, but we're going to see that our group is not always safe. Clearly, they're going to get out of the streets and into the clinic with the glass windows and doors. And it's probably going to take us back to the season 1 walkers when they were banging on the glass, and then they're going to break through the glass, obviously. Look at Kelly's face. She's like, oh, you see everybody pushing the table. It looks like a very heavy table by Yumiko's face, but we see Connie, Kelly, Yumiko, Magna. They're all there together, but we don't see Luke or Jules. We see Mercer in his jail cell. We know he's there. He's going to be saved by most likely Princess and the other Commonwealth troopers. But does Mercer put back on his orange sherbet armor? Will he ever wear that again? We see Carol inside a very fancy kitchen. Is that like a to-go box in front of her too? But she's wiping her hands. Maybe she's got food. I'm guessing it's after all the chaos, and she's safe and sound. Father Gabriel does not look so good. This looks to be in the same house where they find baby Coco, just from the teaser trailer. Again, it's of Eugene, Father Gabriel, and Rosita, and there's walkers trying to go after baby Coco that has a crib flipped over on top of baby Coco, and it's a very short scene, but it's pretty awesome. You see Eugene looks to be nervous like usual, Eugene being Eugene. And then we see a great shot here of a hospital or a medical, building. I'm guessing this is a callback to when Rick was in the hospital. The stretcher by the door, and you see Daryl has the shiner on his eye. But then we see Judith, and she's very much alive. She's kind of got a bloody lip. She's got blood on her sweatshirt. She was shot by Pamela Milton. So does Tommy save her? I'm guessing, right? But she's laying down on the stretcher that I'm guessing Daryl finds. And who saves Judith? It's got to be Tommy, right? If it's not Tommy, who else could it be? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But in the behind the scenes photo, we see that Judith survives here all the way to the left. We see Carol, we see Judith, and what looks like Greg Nicotero as a walker behind Carol. So Greg Nicotero's been a walker several times. Then we see Maggie walking down the steps and looking at someone. She looks upset. She looks kind of sad. And I'm guessing that she's looking at Negan, because a lot of these photos coming up right here are of Maggie and Negan, and they're talking. Maggie looks sad, and so does Negan. Where's Annie? Did Annie die? Did she lose the baby? Is this setting up Dead City? I'm guessing, right? Because Negan looks sad. And if everyone survived and Annie's okay, Negan has the rest of his life ahead of him. He can go do whatever he wants. But everybody looks sad in these photos, Maggie and Negan, as they talk. And we already know that they're in a show together. AMC really dropped the ball. It just would be so much better if we didn't know about their show. I'm glad they're getting a show, and I'm kind of excited to see it. It sounds weird, the Maggie and Negan show, but I think it could work. Negan has come a long way, that's for sure. But Negan looks very sad here, and he's looking down towards the woods. The word is, the potential spoilers is that he walks into the woods and leads walkers away from whoever. But does he come back? Where's Annie? What about the baby? And the big question is, how does it end? Because in the comic, it's Carl or Coral telling the story to his daughter, Andrea. It's Carl and Sophia, and they have a daughter, Andrea. I don't think we're going to get older Judith with an eye patch having a husband and a child, but we'll have to see. But we have a bunch of different breakdowns. We have a bunch of different videos talking about 11/24, the series finale. There's a bunch of videos talking about spoilers, and I'm probably not the only channel that's talking about them. What to believe. Ezekiel, Kari Payton has said in an interview that he's not satisfied with Ezekiel's ending, but the word is that he's going to be running the Commonwealth with Mercer. And he's in the field, middle of nowhere here. You see some set in the distance. That's definitely Greg Nicotero behind Carol, in my opinion. But we'll have to see what happens for Kari Payton and Ezekiel. And if he lives, we could see him again. And I hope so, because I like the character and the actor. But in this video with this thumbnail, there's some new potential spoilers, and I think they're the closest we have. The big question is, will it happen about Rosita? Rosita was said to die many months ago when they were filming this, back in March. And we'll have to see if it comes true, because they've been hinting at it for a long time. But that's the information and some potential spoilers, promo photos, and everything I got so far. Thank you to everybody that sent me the photos and the information. I truly appreciate it. And it's kind of sad, guys, that the main Walking Dead show is ending. But in 2023, we'll have Fear the Walking Dead, Dead City, the Daryl Show, and the Rick and Michonne Show. And then whatever else they want to do. So it's like an ending, but it's not, which is kind of weird, right? I'm super excited to see this guy most likely in a post-credits scene. I know a lot of people are thinking, is Rick going to show up? If he doesn't show up, it's going to suck. But if he's in a post-credit scene, I'll take it. How about the Daryl Show, Dead City? How's it going to be set up? Will it be set up in The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 24? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.